There's a story of a rich man, very good, noble rich man. He's got a lot of land. And one day he got up in the night, some disturbance, something got up. The wife also got up, he put on the light. Slowly he went, oh, I don't know why I woke up. He went to the bathroom, and in the bathroom while he was there, he saw through the windows the moon. So he came back and told the wife, my dear, you don't know why I woke up. I couldn't sleep at all. It's not a question of waking up. I was thinking, should I tell you or not? Should I tell you or not? What? You see, in that transaction, we got that 20,000 gold mohars. I didn't know what to do. Therefore, I put it in a beautiful iron basket, 3.5 feet below. That is why in the night I came late. I put it, buried it. Where? Asked the lady. Hi, apna wo land hai na, which we are not cultivating. It is all weedy. And we can't afford to cultivate. So I thought that there is nobody going there. So in the middle of it, I did it. Now these looters who have come to loot him. So we did not loot here because it is not here, it is there. In the night itself, they all started pickaxe. The central portion, which portion they don't know, went on digging. 3.5 feet, he has said. So 3.5 feet, the box may be 1.5 feet. So 1.5 feet, they dug. Nowhere, nobody got anything. And the other weeds are all around. It's only in the center he is doing. Next day when he was going to the office, he looked. It has dug. Third day, fourth day again, they came back. The fellow has cheated us. He said, that day again he woke up. Buddha, you don't know what all troubles I take for you. Day before yesterday, I called a Apunni to dig it up and dig it nearer the well. I did it. So it is safe. Because a treasure should not be kept in one and the same place, because somehow somebody will. So I have asked him to shift it thus. Every 5th day, 6th day. The fellows went there. Nearer the well. So then the well and the central portion connected. Then they have got a doubt. It must have shifted there. Started there. Until at last the whole weedy land has become beautifully turned 1.5 feet. Again, after 5 days or 10 days or let us say 3 weeks, again he found a disturbance. Woke up the wife. You see, we did it, but everywhere somebody is coming and trying to take it up. Therefore, we put it in the well. Next day they went inside the well, water, poured all the water out and started digging. The well became deeper and the water poured out was good for the land. Therefore he called his Apuni. Apuni, Go and sow the seeds. But anyway, the land has been you see? And the crop, because it was a fallow land, not been cultivated such a long time, 1.5 feet, what is that? Like a bulldozer. It has been turned, watered with all the water in the well, and sowed the seeds, and the crop came. Now and then the man goes and watches the field, how it is. And these rascals, they go, we did the work and we said, never mind, went on working. And when the crop has come and Apuni says, it's time to cut, sir. No, not yet. We'll try tomorrow. We'll try tomorrow. And so he goes on telling everybody, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll cut. Because then the moonlight comes. That's the time to cut the crop. These fellows heard that he is going to bring 10 people and then cut off all things. They said, hello, let us cut. One night they went and cut the whole thing and took it away. By that time they recognized who they are. His own people were waiting there and he recognized who they are. Next day the Prabhu went to the office, called all of them and said, then why don't you live like that? You take that land and start cultivating. And they are cultivating. They are all rich today. And just now I met them and I had a big shot and I came away. What I meant was, the man who came to me, he had no treasure, nowhere. But then, anyway the fellow is coming for treasure, then dip it and then make him dig. A rich man is always like that. He wants to acquire more and more for himself. But here is an exception when he had sattvic qualities also, and therefore he wanted to save those people. And those looters have ended looting, and here you are, honest, honorable farmers today. They found that by their own effort and sweat and toil, when they earn, there is dignity in money. Shudraha is again not their fault. It is because of their tamasic vasanas that they would love to do the minimum work, eat a maximum, sleep as much as possible. Minimum work, maximum pay. It is not your fault. It is a tamasic vasanas. Thus, due to the bad yoni, bad mixture of the material caste with which you are being structured, even they who are thus born debilitated, born with perversion, born with crookedness, even they are not only straightened, but they reach the highest. Te biyandi param. When they turn their attention to even these dilapidated, broken down, ugly, twisted, contorted personalities also become not only straightened, sattvic, but reaches the highest. That is the glory of turning towards me in contemplation. Don't say that, no, whenever I meditate I feel sleepy. Never mind. Hold the breath. Refuse to breathe until you wake up. The mind will say, okay, I have woken up, so at least breathe. Understand? Thus slowly come out of the tamas, from the rajas, into the sattvic attitude. And the mind quieted. And with the quieted mind, contemplated, reach the highest. Even those people who are thus of the lowest caliber, born out of sinful wombs, can straighten themselves up in a lifetime and reach the highest. Why did you say that? Because of the next verse.
किं पुनर्ब्राह्मणाः पुण्याः
किं पुनर्ब्राह्मणाः पुण्याः
भक्ता राजर्षयस्तथा
भक्ता राजर्षयस्तथा
अनित्यमसुखं लोकम्
अनित्यमसुखं लोकम्
इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम्
इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम्
किं पुनर्ब्राह्मणाः पुण्याः
भक्ता राजर्षयस्तथा अनित्यमसुखं लोकम् इमं प्राप्य भजस्व माम्.
Even these who are born from the wrong womb, these disabled human personalities are also, by the turning their attention to me, can become able-bodied, righteous personalities and reach me ultimately. Kim Puna? Kya kahna? What are we to now tell you? If Brahmana Punya, those who have the sattvic vasanas, who are born with that anxiety to contemplate and meditate, born good. Bhaktaha rajarshayastadha. Similarly, the dynamic people with the righteousness as their motive force, the great Rajarshi, kingly rishis, kings who have lived an honest life as a king, administered the nation long, enjoyed all the sense gratifications possible with his money and power, but found them all hollow and spat out the world and retired to contemplation and reached the highest. They are called Rajarshi. Other was Brahmin, born with a tendency to study, and studied the Vedas from the very beginning, continued the various worships, and purified the mind, went into contemplation, and realized they are called Brahmarishi. Brahmana who became a Rishi. The other who was a Raja who became a Rishi. Both of them have got noble virtues or noble vasanas, noble wombs. What are we to talk? Even those who are defectively born can straighten themselves and reach the highest. What are we to talk about? Those who have come into the world with spiritual tendencies, thirsty to know the higher. If you turn your attention, there is no question. It is guaranteed that you will reach the highest. Therefore, whether you are a child of the bad womb or good womb, whether you have come here with a bundle of sins of the past or came here with a bundle of noble virtues of the past, it doesn't matter. You need not take into account whether you are a debtor or a creditor. Having come here, turn towards him. Those who are debilitated people find it more difficult to turn towards him. But if you turn towards him, slowly and steadily, you gather your momentum in contemplation and reach out to the highest state. Yoga balena chaiva. Yoga bala. A new energy of vitality or strength comes to you as a result of yoga. As you turn, the old negative vasanas get destroyed. More and more the spiritual vasana increases. And soon enough, Kshipram bhavati brahma, soon he becomes more and more sattvic, and he can also reach higher. Therefore, the general rule, the second line learned by heart, because every fool in the world today asks the question, what is the purpose of this life? What is the purpose? Because they have already lived 30-40 years without purpose, purposeless, and therefore at least now they have come to a point where you want to ask the question, hoping that there is no reply. What is the purpose of life? Make money, I have made. Breeding children I have done all over the country. Music and dance I am tired of it. Power and position I have got it. What is the purpose of life? When they ask, they don't expect you to reply. They want to see you as despair as they themselves are. At that time, smilingly quote. When they quote, they sit down. आपको संस्कृत में सब देख रखा है. See, that brings faith in that. Sanskrit also you know. Not much, but sufficient for my purposes. I know. Hey, I never thought that you... The spiritual things, you see, I don't show it off. How great a yogi I am, I don't show it off. The fact is, you have come to the right person. Lord has brought you there. That sort of profess to cool him down and declare, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. Imam lokam prapya. In this world, having reached this world, having reached the world of MIPFTOAT, where you are at this moment, don't worry how I reached there, how I tumbled into it. It is nothing. Having reached here, now the question is how to get out. See? You slipped and fell down into an old, dilapidated, neglected well in the darkness. Now you want to know who dug this well, the history of this well. Can you come to get out of it? Did he make this well only to catch me? Has anybody else has fallen in the past? These are all for newspaper people to do it. Your trouble is, I have fallen. Now how to get out? You know what I'm saying? Imam prapya, which world? Anityam asukham. Anityam, that which is not permanent. Because it is conditioned by time. Therefore, no experience is permanent. Everything is constantly changing in this realm of flux. Asukham. See the correctness of the words employed in the Hindu philosophy and the hasty words used by the disciples of Buddha. I don't think Buddha used it, but the disciples used it. Their words are, everything is dukkhamaya. Jananam, birth, dukkham. Existence, dukkham. Shadi, dukkham. Marriage, dukkham. Dying, dukkham. Earning the money, dukkham. Keeping the money, dukkham. Spending the money, very dukkham. And money lost, very parama dukkham. Everything is pain, 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 pain. Which is not true. If it is all pain, you and I will not be here. We'll be all hanging from every tree. What are you talking? In the middle of these dukkha, there is a sukha, an abundance. Not worthwhile, but 2 naya paisa worth of sukha in every 100 naya paisa, 98 naya paisa worth of sorrow. But there is a little. Therefore, just as you eat berries on your way, side. Why? Sour. But one in the between is sweet. Enjoy. Worthwhile enjoying that sweet one. Before 4 of them, you have to spit it out. Another 4 of them coming. But in between, one was sweet. So there is no, don't say sukha. Then if it is sukha, then why are you? Asukham. Sukha is there, but not satisfactory sukha. There is joy in the world. Nobody said there is no joy at all, but the joy is not permanent and therefore incomplete. The incompleteness of the happiness in life makes it disgusting. Everything is anitya, impermanent. So my joy is, even though I get it, that also, before I can capture that joy and enjoy it, sorrow has come. This anityam asukham lokam imam, this field of experience of imperfect joys and impermanent experiences, having reached here as PFT, bhajaswamam, seek me and turn your mind. That is the purpose of life. Acquire, possess, enjoy, indulge. Who said no? But in and through them all, your goal must be to ultimately reach the highest. The concluding verse.
Manmana bhava madbhaktaha.
Manmana bhava madbhaktaha.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam.
Mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam.
Atmanam matparayanaha.
Atmanam matparayanaha. Manmana bhava madbhaktaha. Madhyaji mam namaskuru. Mame vaishyasi yuktvaivam. Atmanam matparayanaha.
So concluding this verse or this chapter, the teacher points out that learn to turn, having fallen into this world or having arrived in this world of imperfect joys and impermanent experiences, within the realm of time, seek me. That is all he said. How am I to seek? By surrendering your identification with the BMI, awake into that state of consciousness. Thus he says, Manmana bhava, turn your mind me. Your entire love and devotion, so that your mind is constantly in devotion, turning towards him. Madbhaktaha, devotee of me. Madhyajima, sacrifice your ego and egocentric desires for me. That sacrifice is not a giving. You sacrifice the waking state and surrender it to the overwhelming experience of sleep. There it is that you are sacrificing. Surrender. Madhyajimam namaskuru. Prostration. Prostration means not merely physically prostrate. Identify with. Mame vaishyasi yuktvaiva. When you are steady in this process, you shall reach Mameva Aishasi. You shall reach me alone. Atmanam Matparayana. Those who are in himself seeking nothing but him. Not with desires for the deity. Turn your attention to him. You shall come to reach me.
Om Tat Sat. Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yogo Nama Navamodhyayah. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Idam tu te guhyatamam pravakshyamyanasuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yajñātvā mokṣyase shubhāt.
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णस्य